Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And Stroud now to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VG. Scouting your opponent, not just the players but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball as part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Stroud. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Here we go, let's go. Tony.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
2nd down and 8. Stroud working out of the gun. Quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
All right.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Liking, hey, hurt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Sam. A big play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
That ties the game.
Point out. 13.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
22-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And 12 yards.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
The Seahawks had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Cougar 19.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 60, 19 Lions, Buffalo 18.
Now back to throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st down, Thurman. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
These two teams all tied after one. Texans football to start Q2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground. Thurman.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Slot man moves right.
Stroud now on 4th down.
Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
For the point after.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Texans 21, Seahawks 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Okay, break.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, Jameson Williams.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Looking left side, and it's complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter.
As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
18. What's that?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
18. What's up? 11.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Perez. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Stroud off the play fake.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
18. What's up?
Stroud to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Townsend in punt formation for the Texans.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught. It's blown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now an audible here into something else. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Let go. Let go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And again, the run defense stopped this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Stroud.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Texans first down.
Stroud completes this out wide.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
A
coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's right. 18. That's it.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Tony.
Stroud out of the gun here. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie. Now the try here for the extra point. And and it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Score Texans 28, Seahawks 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
60 boxes.
McKinnon is complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
60. Get it.
And this pass broken up. And a contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th
So
down.
another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Rig alert. Rig alert. 70 lying. 18, pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete.
And this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
31-yard line.
Rig. Rig. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd in the yard.
At the 40-yard line.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Count 19. Count 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Panther 60, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Check out.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker,
28 yards.
and the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point is up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. To about the 40-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Stroud. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Still going.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
The score, Texans 35.
Extra point splits the uprights,
28.
and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
At the 46-yard
Give him
line.
5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up second
Boy, where would
and
these
5.
guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Drag him 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Down the right sideline. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on. Mustang 19. Cougar 19.
Watch the motion.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
42. Seahawks 36.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Second and 6. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Over. 18. That's it.
Now a handoff up the middle. Thurman. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Over. 18. What's that?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11.
Over. 18. What's that?
Up the middle they go. Thurman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back row 80. Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
He's back to throw. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Intercepted by the Texans.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Charles